So my own wedding is in 2 weeks, and since I'm a wedding videographer, I really wanted to film my own wedding. But since we decided to do it in Greece and I'm in Norway, that puts me in a little bit of a position as I need to pack light and I want as many as cameras and microphones as possible. So in this checked-in bag, carry-on bag and under compartment luggage, I decided to pack 2 video lights, 3 cameras, 3 tripods, about 7 lavalier microphones, a shotgun microphone. But yeah, this is what I packed, and hopefully I will be able to still attend my own wedding while also filming it. Okay, so I tried to pack as light as possible because I didn't want to pay anything extra. It's my own wedding, and if I don't manage to film it perfectly, then that's fine, as long as I get the speeches and the ceremony. And I'm thinking to do a little bit of vlogging and stuff in addition to capture the mood of the whole vacation and get the speeches in, get the ceremony in. I'll try to get a drone flying up in the air under the ceremony because it's an outdoor ceremony. But I haven't checked the drone regulations yet, and I think I might be limited by that. But I'll do some research tomorrow because we're flying out in 2 days. I have a DJI Mini, so it's not under that many regulations, but there is some, and I hear people get fines for thousands of euros, so need to be careful with that. Drone with ND filters, 3 batteries, DJI Mini Pro 4. I have my own wedding shoes, and actually we can start with the fun stuff, because this is lights and light stands and all the stuff like that. This is my backpack where I keep the Lumix S5 which is filming me right now with Samyang 35-150, which is a great lens, and I'm really looking forward to use this for the wedding since I'm gonna get a lot of compression because I can put it far back. Yeah, we don't get outside weddings here in Norway, so that will be very exciting. As well as I have a Lumix S1 Mark 1, which works very well. I got it very cheap, and it takes an SD card and a CFast Express. So both of these are 512 gigabytes. That way I can have redundant recording for about 7 hours, which is amazing. I'll have all of my cameras connected to a V-mount battery, and yeah, I'll get into that situation later. But all of my cameras will have an Arca Swiss mount because I have the small rig V-mount plate, which just slides nicely into here. So I can pack it without the V-mount, and instantly when I get to the location, slide it in and put it on a tripod, and I'm good to go. I recently bought this ND filter because one of you suggested it actually. I used the Freewell V2, which is an amazing VND, but it starts at 3 stops and goes up to 7 stops, while this one is a very nice magnetic ND filter. Ooh, why are there 2 flies in here? But when you put it in place, you can just lock it in and it won't go anywhere. So that's gonna be very nice to just instantly, quickly put it on. And here I have 1 to 5 stop as well as a 4 stop. So in total, this will be 1 to 9 stop possible, which is gonna be great. The lens I'm holding is the Blaze Arimus 33mm T1.8. This one I pretty much bought specifically for this trip because I'm gonna try to use this for vlogging instead of an actual vlogging lens. 33mm in anamorphic, you get at least a wide perspective of about a 21mm or so. It should still be possible to vlog it. I'll try to use it with a monopod or something, extend it out for a little bit better. But I'm really looking forward to see how that looks in Greece with the anamorphic flares, and yeah, I'm excited about this. Don't judge. I'm using the Viltrox adapter because my Mikey with ND filter built in doesn't work with this one because it protrudes too much, like there. Okay, I need to smack that fly, give me a sec. And then this lens is the Canon 24-105 f4. I'm planning to pretty much keep this at like f6 maybe. Like I just want stuff to be sharp. If I'm moving a little bit out, in and out, I should still be in focus. And right now I have nothing more in here. This is the M1 Pro. I recently bought the M4 Max, but I'm not bringing that on this trip. And then I have anchor power brick, the smallest you can get while still getting a lot of power. And then you have a long cable and a shorter USB cable. With this I can charge pretty much everything that I own. On purpose now, I left a lot of room. I originally had my V-mount batteries in here as well. I was at about like 15 kilos in total, so I think I'll offload a little bit of my gear to someone else. But yeah, so this is the Wandered Provoke 41 liter, and I really do like it. There's a lot of pockets, there's a lot of options with it. It's just very easy to overfill. And I have my onboard one where I have both the Ray-Ban Meta. So with these glasses I can film. I usually use them for behind the scenes, but if I just simply tap here, then I can start filming. So I will not use this at the most intimate places, but it's more, you know, oh, there's a party, oh, there's something, like, you know, just put them on and start recording with this. It's less intrusive than finding up a phone or a camera. And then I have regular Ray-Bans for the more sunny parts, where, especially when driving, because my Ray-Bans are the transition ones, so it doesn't really help if you're behind glass. I have my drone batteries separated so that I don't get in trouble for that. I rented a Lumix GH6, and so far I'm very impressed with this camera. It's, I wouldn't say old, but it's micro four thirds, and I really think it delivers a lot for the money. I'm not sure if I'll use it, but it has autofocus. It can charge with USB-C, which is my main criteria, as well as it takes CFast Express as well as SD. So again, I have redundant recording here with 512 gigabytes on the SD cards and 512 on the CFast. So on all three of my cameras, I will record onto at least 2 SD cards, or 1 SD card and 1 CFast Express. So that's a very nice redundancy to have. All of the cameras will have USB port, which will be used for V-mount battery. And the reason why I opted for the USB-C port for the V-mount battery is because if I use a dummy battery, which I own, then you're kind of stuck to using a dummy battery, and if there's a connection wrong there or something, it will just turn off. While if there's a connection wrong with the V-mount, then at least I will record the length of the battery that I have in it. So that's the simple reason why I chose to use the USB-C port for battery and just have internal memory for storage. And as well on this carry-on, I have 3 V-mount batteries, which all are the smaller rig 99 watts. There's 2 of the newer version and 1 of the older. The difference is pretty much that the newer one can deliver a little bit more wattage, as well as it has 2 USB-C ports instead of just 1. And then I have 2 extra Lumix batteries in here, which is mostly for the days I'm going to be vlogging where I don't want to bring a V-mount rig. And also, very importantly, I have my wedding speech, which ended up being quite long. A lot of flashcards in here, but let's hope that it turns out well. Now, I also have a secondary phone. This one is much slimmer than the one I'm using here, which is the Z Fold 5. So it's a foldable phone, it takes a lot of space. So this one will just be connected to my Meta glasses. So all of the footage that I take will be instantly transferred to this. So I don't have to carry my big phone. And now to what I think is the most fun part, or at least the most creative, to try to figure out how to pack, because it takes a lot of space. Stands, lights, microphones, ND filters, rigging, yeah. So I opted for the small rig V-mount plates. It's these ones where you just simply loosen this one, drag it out, and then you can slide on your Arca plate. So now it's on, and you have a V-mount plate on the back. So now I can take a V-mount plate, a V-mount battery, put it on, slide this back in, and I have a very compact rig that has 99 watt-hour battery, as well as the battery compartment, and 512 gigabytes. So I'm really liking these small rig V-mount plates, and I have 4 of them. That's how much I like them. I have some cheap ND filters from Newer. These are just screw-on 77mm. They work. It's not variable ND filters, they're just filters. And I'll use those on the Lumix S1. I have the Comica VM40. This is the receiver for that microphone. I'm using the SanDisk CFast reader. As mentioned, multiple of these V-mount plates, 1 for each camera in fact. This one is from Newer. It does the same thing. It's just, I have a video comparing them a little bit as well, but I do prefer the small rig version. But when I'm using the Arca Swiss tripods anyways, this one has it built in, so an extra point for that one. Joby Gorilla Pod for the vlogging with the anamorphic lens, and a pouch where you will be having a DJ. So I'll just give this away to the DJ, and in here I have a DD PR2 lavalier recorder, which is set to line in instead of a microphone in. That way I can quickly just, or he can, connect any cable that he needs. I have all kinds of adapters to any mixer. It has very great battery, I think about 24 hours or so. I also have 3 DD TC1 timecode boxes. Every camera will have one of these on so that I know how to synchronize all of the 3 cameras. Comica VM40 shotgun microphone. Actually, I'm planning to do a little bit of interviews after the wedding just to see how my family reacted and stuff. And then I'm gonna boom this together with the Insta360 boom pole, as I have another video on. As a backup, I will have a Sony TX650 microphone in a sock that will go on the speaker microphone. That way I still have another redundancy. I will have 7 lavalier microphones. I will have one on me, the wife will have one on her. The Celebrant, which is a friend of mine, will have one. Toastmaster, and yeah, there will be a few that has these on them already, in addition to having a microphone connected to the DJ board. So 3 backups is crucial. Then I have all the necessary cabling. I decided to pack lights. So this is a clamp, which you just connect to anything pretty much. And it has these baby pins on it on every way possible, so that you can quickly just attach a light here or however you want. And the same goes for this clamp. I really like this clamp from Manfrotto. You can connect it to a table, anything really, and it clamps nicely. You put a light here, packs neatly down, no need for a stand. And speaking of stands, I do have 3 light stands, even though I only have 2 lights with me. And the reasoning is because these Manfrotto light stands pack into each other very compactly. So this takes the same space as one of my video tripods. And even though it might be a little bit shaky if there's windy, I think they will be sturdy enough. I also brought 3 sandbags that I will fill up. So hopefully it will be enough stabilization for the tripods. For the heads, I'm bringing these Arca Swiss, just ball heads joints, so that I can quickly connect 3 cameras to 3 light stands without issues. Again, more microphones. With some of them are packed with a thigh strap, some of them are packed with a stomach strap, and they're all numbered, so I know who is getting which microphone, so that it's quickly just to connect the 2 of them while they're preparing. And for lights, I packed 2 video lights in this Siri tripod case, and those are my Ulanzi VL150 Bi. I have another video on this as well, but I really like them. They pack down very compactly. They can run natively on V-mount without any cabling, which is amazing. And you can take off this, is it called a spigot? But the mount that connects to a light stand, so that I have that in a separate bag here. So yeah, it packs very nicely down. More microphones. And I actually also decided to pack a suction cup mount. And that's mainly because we're gonna be traveling and renting a car so that I can suction this onto the car while driving around with an anamorphic 33mm blazer. Bought some thread that will hopefully avoid the camera falling to in traffic. I'm bringing plenty of SD cards, even though I will mainly just use the SD cards that is already in the 3 cameras. These are more for when I'm traveling outside of the wedding. And you can never be too safe, so I also brought 3 rain jackets. Hopefully it's not going to be raining in Crete, but if it is, I have a solution. I was thinking to bring like practical lights like these from Nanlite and big tripods and a lot of other things. I was thinking to bring like 7 V-mount batteries, 4 or 5 cameras, but I'm already overweight, and so I had to take out a lot of stuff from my luggage. So I settled on 3 cameras, 3 lenses for the actual wedding, and then the 4th being the Blazer Remus 33mm, which I'll just be creative with on the night off and around on the vacation. And I'll make a video after the wedding, how it went, what gear I actually ended up using, because I don't see a lot of videos about this on YouTube where people try to film their own wedding. So I know that I need to be, of course, with my family and with my bride-to-be or bride on the day. So I just wanted to be as automatic as possible. Having 3 tripod cameras that I can just quickly move around. Have 3 for the ceremony and maybe switch to 2 for just the party, so that at least I have speeches, I have the ceremony, I have games, and that's all I really need from the actual wedding. And when the dance floor opens up, maybe I'll just take one of the cameras off the tripod and film a little bit then. Do a little bit of the wedding interviews after the fact, and yeah, just enjoy the day really. Feel sort of bad for Judita, however, as she's the one who's carrying most of the essentials, like my wedding suit, for instance. Max limit of 23 kilos on this bag. I have a max limit of 8 kilos with this bag and this bag combined, which I'm really struggling with. Right now, this one by itself was 15 kilos. So I moved a little bit of V-mount batteries and all kinds of stuff over to there. But I have a little bit of cleaning to do. But this is the kit I'm taking with me. And I think it's gonna be a very nice wedding. It's out in an olive yard and a restaurant slash museum. So it's a very nice open area. I don't think I will be able to fly the drone, but if I'm able to, I will fly it up right at the ceremony and just put it to auto, like spin around on loop while we're having the ceremony. And after the ceremony, a family member will just fly it down and pack it down. Yeah, wish me luck. I kind of bought this one just for the fact that I wanted to film my own wedding, because you can check in a lot of luggage here with at least 2 tripods and 3 light stands, a lot of lights, a lot of everything, a lot of accessories. But I contacted the airport and they said pretty much that it would cost me around 3,000 crowns or so, which is 300 euros-ish to bring it. Then it's the question of, is it really worth it, since I'm happy with just capturing the important stuff. So I went without. Let's see if I'll regret it.